Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all come in, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Get your membership, get your membership, get your membership. Y'all come on in, because everything I say is allegedly. But I have figured this case out. Yes, I have. Y'all, we got to get into this D4VD and Celeste Rivas Hernandez case. Y'all come in, like, and share this video. Y'all know we've been talking about this case, right? I'm gonna give y'all time enough to get on in here. Slap that like button. Okay. Y'all come on in. What's up, Shani Mae? Yeah. Shout out to Shani. Shout out to my subscribers. Don't forget to get your membership. Okay. Everything we say is allegedly. Yeah, I think I don't figure this case out. So come on in, take a seat, and let's ride. Let me put these glasses on. Come on in, y'all. First of all, I'm gonna provide a little knowledge on the case, about this case, and a little understanding of what's going on so far. So y'all come on in and take a seat, and let me drink me some water. I know it, Shauna. I know you have. I know some. I know something been going on with you, y'all. Let me give y'all a little. I'm gonna be looking at my notes, y'all. When I take my notes, I be taking my notes on anything I put my hand on. So if you get mail on my house, your mail gonna have some. Look, this a bill right here, and my notes be everywhere. I hope you get better, Shani. I believe TMZ was told to. You're talking too much. Now, y'all, LAPD has confirmed David wasn't being named as a suspect in the death of Celeste. But, what's up, baby? But, David is linked to this investigation, okay? So y'all come on in him. But it's still unclear how did Celeste die. But hold on, y'all. Pick up my notes. Oh, what's up, KK? Now, sorry, y'all. My notes fell. Now, y'all notice ain't no updates, but we are going to talk about David. We are going to talk about David. Y'all, I want y'all to mod the chat. I want y'all to mod today. Sean, I want you to mod today. And Kay, I want you to moderate in the chat, okay? Handle your business. Do not let nobody be disrespectful, because I got a lot of older people that watch my channel and young people. So let's respect them. Take them out of here. I'm gonna let y'all two, since y'all the first two, I want y'all to moderate today, okay? Now, so that means no cussing, no nothing, being respectful. Now, what I want to do, I want to give you my update. But I think y'all, what I'm not, y'all moderate while I do my homework, okay? I did my homework, so I'm about to so I did go my homework right here, and this my notes. Now, first of all, I want to start out like this. That I'm looking at my notes. Celeste's birthday was September the 7th, 2010. I do want to put that out there. Her birthday is September the 7th. Let's focus on the case. If you're not here for this case, please do not arrive here. We work over here. We work like a class over here. We investigate. That's what we do over here. We don't have time to play. We're trying to run the show. Okay, so now what I did was I said, first thing I want to do, I want to say her birthday. That's what I did when I took my note. I said Celeste's birthday was September the 7th. People, Celeste was 14 when she was in that trunk, unalive. Unless they telling us something we don't know. Okay? Now, the singer D4VD, David Anthony Bird, he hired. Now, I just told y'all, this what tripping me out. I just told y'all that LAPD confirmed David wasn't being named as a suspect. But David quickly, immediately did some things that we'd seen no man do. P. Diddy didn't even do it. He rushed to hire a lawyer by the name of Blair Burke. Hey, Carolyn. He that's what he did. He rushed so quick, and he hired Blair Burke, the lawyer who was previously represented for a movie producer, Harvey Weinstein, this year. Now, this year, a couple of things that I looked over when I was taking my notes, that David swatting call. Somebody was calling his mom on the phone. And it was more like a robot call. Somebody had a voice changeover. Let the voice change. They didn't want to be recognized. They didn't want to be recognized, so they put a voice over. So the the family received a call, making me think somebody framing him or he framing himself. A dead body was found in his front trunk of his car. Is he connected with Celeste Rivas? Now, something I was laying in the bed and I was just thinking. I said, now, why was David born in? Why is that important to me? David was born in New York City. And he moved to Texas. He later moved to Texas with his family, where he was raised. Now, where David was raised is very important to me. Where he raised is very important to me. How I do my investigation. Now, what I don't understand is this part. Coming up, David did homeschool, gospel music in his younger years. David did homeschool, remember now. why did he block Celeste? If he did that. Because I'm going to tell you what happened. She wasn't in homeschool. She wasn't at homeschool. She was at school. The teacher didn't see her in May because she went home. We're going to get to that in a few minutes. I'm just going to go by my notes. I said to myself, why did she went to school and he went to home? Why did he interfere with her education? If he interfered with her education, yes, because he is linked to her, but that don't mean that he murdered her. Okay? So that's what he did coming up. He was in homeschool. He listened to gospel music in his younger years. Now, David fame, listen how he got fame. It's making me know that it is dark. We're in a dark area in this case. I'm not a spiritual advisor or nothing, but I do feel stuff sometimes. Now, David Fortnite games was a takeoff for him until the copyright violations came about. Okay? Now, let's stay focused on the case, on this case. Okay, I'm trying to solve this case. Now, if he took out with the Fortnites, David's supposed to, during the daytime, he's supposed to be at school on homeschool. The teacher's supposed to be supervising him. Okay? Now, what happened to David when he got those copyright violations? You know what happened to him? He took the direction is a music career. He went to his music career. Well, you know that's a smart thing. If you don't succeed in one step, you go another direction. Y'all know that. So that's when his music career started. Now, I looked at the mother. It seemed like to me he came from a decent family. Okay? And those are the people that usually do wrong that come from decent family, at some time allegedly. David's mother encouraged him to make his own music, which mothers do that. They would encourage, hey, you got the skill, you have the talent, then make your own music. So his mama suggests him to do that, which most parents would, which he did. So what he did was, I'm looking at when I'm investigating this case, I'm trying to see where David at mentally. Okay, now he went in his sister's closet, and you know we used to sing in closet, y'all. We used to rap in closets. I don't see my daughter record with a group. They recorded her in the closet. So it's nothing wrong with him being in his sister's closet. Okay? That's what we used to do back in the day when we was rapping. Go, you know, it's something about that closet mode. It's quiet in there, and I seen it. I've seen her looking at her recorded in the closet. So nothing wrong with that. So he was in his sister's closet using his apps on his phone. Now, what's so smart about David? In 2022, before the pandemic, after the pandemic, the boy got rich at the age of 17. He ain't but 20. He's not but 20. Now, 2022, David got popular off of one of my off of one of my apps, and that's TikTok. He got rap. He got in 2022 romantic suicide. I never seen David on there. I've been on there since 2021. I never seen him on there, but he could have went through there, and I didn't pay him no attention. I used to try to speak to everybody come through For You, but he didn't ever come through my For You page. And I don't have the good people come through my For You page. Megan, Astalia, Glorilla, good people. Now, Asian Dog. Those my three main. So David, romantic homicide came out in 2022 on TikTok. He got a lot of vote off there on TikTok. Now, what scary sounds to me is it's almost Halloween. Okay. David signed with Dark Room. I never heard a Dark Room Interscope back in 2023, 3 years ago. And he released Pedals to Throne as a single. See, Romantic Suicide took off real good, 2022. Then you had Pedals to the Throne in 2023. And many more music came out real quick. Now, he took out real quick. When I thought about, hey, baby, Peach, when I thought about David and the situation that happened with Celeste, I thought about P. Diddy. But then Dark Room Interscope used to have controversies in the past. I don't know about now. I don't know too much about their label. Now, the boy took out real good at age 17 and 18 years old, y'all, with the music industry. David appeared on other artists' track. He did tours. He was very talented. Now, he released Withered in 2025 this year. He you know, the boy good. He's real good. Right. Hey baby. Right, glory to God. David's name became a controversy September last month of this year, when the body of Celeste found in his trunk, decomposed in his front trunk of his Tesla that was abandoned in Hollywood tote yard. Now, y'all, first thing came to my mind early this morning when I was resting before I thought about even coming live, is before David took off to go on his tour. Allegedly, to me, he gave Celeste that Tesla. Go away. Go home. I love you. Leave me alone. Allegedly. I'm thinking that he gave that car to her. Allegedly. She wanted to go home. Allegedly. So when she went home, allegedly, you ain't coming back here like that. Or you're not coming back over here where you stay at. Where not her parents, but them people out there who she deal with. Allegedly, to me, I believe that they took her, they did something to her there in her hometown. To me, I think they did. Because I put it in this is a dark space for me with her and what's going on. They put her back in the car. Oh no, David had you, he gonna take care of you. So they did what they had to do to that girl. We ain't finished yet. Allegedly. Me too. See, that's what I just said. I believe that he let her go home. When he gave her that car, allegedly, he gave her that car. Go on home now. Go on down there with your family. But now, when you go back to your home, everybody can't go back to their hometown, y'all. Everybody can't go back to their hometown. All depends on who were they feuding with in their hometown, allegedly. Let's keep going. David became controversy last month when her decomposed body was found in her in his Tesla, which was abandoned in the Hollywood toll yard. I'm curious about the toll drivers, but you're in Hollywood, okay? I believe that David gave her that Celeste that car. Now, she left to go back home, and someone punished her and unalive her and send her back to David, allegedly, in his car. And they sent her back in pieces. Because that's not how it worked. Now, that's just my thinking. Okay? The investigation continued, y'all. It continued. David cooperated with authority. I'm going to come back to y'all in a few seconds. David cooperated. Keep writing, though. Keep writing. I'm going to go back to y'all. David cooperated with the authorities. Who wouldn't? P. Diddy cooperated with the authority, but he lied. I didn't do that to he said he didn't do that to his girlfriend. We don't know what David told the investigators, because they're not doing his case like they did P. Diddy case. See, they told everything on P. Diddy, but they ain't telling nothing on David for some reason. This Hollywood, y'all, this is where P. Diddy live, in Hollywood, California. But they were rushed to take P. Diddy out of here. Been trying to get P. Diddy for a long time. But they still didn't get P. Diddy for what they need to get him for. But they ain't said nothing about this little girl, this little boy. They ain't tell us nothing about David. And I'm curious why they ain't telling us nothing about David. It is not right. So David did cooperate with the authority. David was immediately removed from ad campaign for Hollister. He was removed from that ad campaign, which that's money. But I noticed when he was on the stage performing in August, her body was on the next street over at his house. So that it tells me David left. David was gone. In August, when did he release? I'm just saying my theory. When did he release the car to her, Lanita? If that's what happened, Lanita. When did he release that car to her? If he did that, Lanita, how you know she can drive, Lanita? It couldn't have happened there. It couldn't have happened in front of that house. Now, David continued to perform. He didn't have no idea that she was unalive on the next street over. He probably thought that he already done sent her home and they ought to be glad that she got a Tesla. But I don't know. Now, the body was identified on September the 16th. And people, why they trying to make glorify this case? Stop saying 15. I wish they would stop trying to up that girl age like they did Naziah Harris. 14. She was 14. Underlined in somebody trunk. And they not, to me, not taking this case serious. Now, when they identified her body, it was September the 16th. And the person who identified her body was next to the kin, her sister. I didn't know Celeste had an older sister. I didn't know Celeste had an older brother. I thought she had younger siblings. I didn't know she had older brothers and an older sister. But to identify her body, September 6th, it had to be somebody older. I'm just trying to take what they told us because somehow I just don't believe something. Now, Celeste Rivas was reported missing in 2024, people. And they telling y'all, they putting emphasis on the year 2024. She came back home in April. She was missing and she came home. She went missing and came back. The girl kept on going and coming. January of last year. She kept doing what she wanted to do January, February, March. And came back in April. She was coming back and leaving. They bringing her back and leaving. May. The kid's about to get out of school because the teacher said she didn't come back in April. And the teacher even know who she ran away with. She ran away with a boy in Hollywood named David. How many David? It's a lot of Davids, like it's a lot of Celeste. What David are they talking about? Now, the 6 dates and times are good in a case. Since I couldn't get time, I got the dates. On September 16, her sister recognized the mark on her finger. It says, shh. What that means, I don't know. Do that mean don't tell? Well, Rihanna, I think Rihanna got one. I'm not sure. There's a lot of artists that have that. Shh. Is it just a fade? Is it just a design? So anyway, I'm concerned about what happened to Celeste. She didn't come into school in May. What did her parents do about that? May. June, they're out of school. They're out of school in May. They out of school in May. June is a holiday. July is a holiday. I mean for the kids. She's supposed to go back to school in August. You telling me that that girl body is in that trunk since August or September? Where was she in August or September, October, November, December, during Christmas, during Thanksgiving? Where was Celeste? They ain't telling us the truth what happened to Celeste in 2024, y'all. They are not being honest with us. So all we know, Celeste could have been unalive. Because they ain't talking about it. But I'm thinking about it. What happened to her? What happened to her? She been gone too long. Why haven't we heard about this, that she went missing again? We ain't heard nothing about nobody being missing in 2024. We were so busy with everybody else's cases. Nasiah Harris and everybody else's case. When we ain't hear nothing about that little girl. We ain't hear she was missing in May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. They done went back to school after Christmas. They went back to school in August. Where was Celeste? Where was she? Is this a story time? Is this a movie? But it's supposed to be real. Woo. Now, the mother said the daughter been missing since April of 2024. So, Mama, you got to tell us where she was in August. Tell me, did she go to school in August? You ain't seen your daughter. Your daughter been missing since April of 2024. And she had a boyfriend named David. Well, did you meet David? And Kanika Jenkins, that's right, Shauna. Have you met David? Now let me see what y'all said. Let me put my finger right here. Y'all said I'm going back to what y'all said because I want to respect y'all. Glory Christ. Glory said Jesus Christ is King, a King. Glory, a Lord, a Lords unto the glory of God. And Kay said, I'm starting to believe David let Celeste go home. Shawnee said, I think you just broke the case wide open. You would have to connect the car from underneath the hood, and he couldn't have done that. If her body was decaying in there, he would have known. Duh, thank you. Kay said, I'm curious about the Hollywood toll yard. Took the company that, thank you. Shana said, like return to sender. Oh my God. Right. They say cooperate, but do they really have a choice? P. Diddy had advertised commercial for free golf on MTV. Correct. Kay said, if some water in China, maybe David maybe told the police something they might or don't want to tell every time. Nope. No, I don't believe we have been in front of the house. Somebody tried to get David up to let Celeste, okay? Everyone that you saying, you're actually right, Shano. I would have been set up do for anybody, okay? Kanika Jenkins, they didn't give a care about her. They didn't like. They don't give a care about Celeste either. Okay. The mother said. Okay, I already said it. Okay, yeah. The mother said the daughter had been missing since April of 2024. She had a boyfriend named David. They had matching tattoos. Okay. This girl been with a boy named David. Why their mama said that she was going with a boy named David in Hollywood. So TMZ is quiet now. They told them to be quiet. No, they didn't, allegedly. TMZ learned David was seen in the area where she lived prior to her disappearance. Was he there to tell them that she could have the car, I'm about to take off, I'm about to leave, and would she be good? Or what did he say? I believe David sent her home. gave her the tassel, allegedly, and somebody else was with David. Somebody, you know, and they brought that car back. They brought that girl. They put that girl back in that car because they know they said David wants you. David had you. David can keep you. Somebody give you back to David, and they set David allegedly up. That's the way I see it. I think she got set up. I think David got framed. Now, hey, Demetrius. Now, David didn't pause no tours at that time. He paused the tours. That's what I came up with. I had to get up and write this down before I forgot. Before I put this information out here. I think that my knowledge and understanding of this case is telling me that David didn't know, allegedly didn't know that. I believe he gave her that car to go home. I believe he gave her that car to go home. And you cannot stay here, Celeste. You left here. You left your community. You left your people. You had all that mouth. Remember, she had all that mouth running her mouth. She was fussing with somebody. I don't know who that person is. I don't know what we are dealing with when we dealing with this her. But I think we are in a dark space. And first of all, the way David took off and started getting rich, I wonder what made him choose that label. He could choose anybody he want to, but dark room, what I call it, dark room. I'm gonna read what you said in a few minutes, Shauna. David, I wonder why did he go to, it's nothing wrong with it, but I just want to know, why did he go to dark room intercoat? Why would they set him up? It ain't no why would he set him up, because he's in the music. He in the industry. You ain't gonna get away with their money. You're gonna have to pay them. Did David pay them people? It's some money involved, y'all. Ain't no spiritual advisor, but it's some money involved in this. No, it's not just a death, Shauna. This is the music. I feel like some dark people is behind. I do too. Okay, I just said that. Y'all, it's when you talk about music, when you talk about music, it's not like y'all think you ain't about to make that money and ain't gonna pay me my money. Uh, uh, and then you use a voiceover to threaten these people, family, to let them know that we watching y'all. We know where y'all live. David done gave his mom, signed his house over to his mom that he have in Texas. Okay, he linked to the case, y'all. He linked to it because, first of all, I don't understand why he not locked up. Only reason why I'm saying he's not locked up because he was with an underage girl. David would, if that had been anybody else, something about David. It's something about David, y'all. It's something about him. Because she one but 12. We talking about a kid that we ain't making no big deal out of. When I learned to get in this industry, it's something you're gonna have to do that you don't want to do. Me either. The music industry is serious. And this ain't just started. Y'all know that. Y'all know, we in an age where we know. We know. I'm just this was what I sat down and I wonder. Ain't no way and when we don't when we did with this a murder case. You see, y'all, what tripping me out is they told us everything about P. Diddy. What he did with the girls, what he did. A lot of things Diddy is not charged for. Diddy is still getting off. P. Diddy is still getting off on some of the stuff that he done. They ain't even charging him for no kids. They ain't charging him for nothing. Like nothing big. They just trying to get the little bit of little stuff. This boy don't set up. This boy was with an underage girl, and they still got him. They still got him. Ain't got him for that. They threatened both of their families, Celeste family and David, allegedly. When the government starts telling you, don't believe your ass, please be aware. He got with a slap. This song is that he got with a slap on the wrist. I don't understand why Dave ain't locked up, y'all. He still was with an underage girl. You know, they tried to get Diddy with a Rico. Right. I'm not saying you trying to charge me with a Rico. Come on over there, camper. Jesus, I see you. Right. See, David, I'm going to tell you about David. See, David took out real young. David took out like Michael Jackson. David is in the industrial like Michael Jackson. He came out when Michael Jackson came A, B, C, E, 1, 2, 3. He came out like Michael Jackson. And he went to the most controversial producers, whatever they supposed to be. Product. I said product. See, that's what I think. You're not gonna give me back this girl. You're not gonna give me back a car. You didn't promise to me. To me, David promised somebody something. They promised that girl so much. Probably promised her family so much. And no telling what going on down there where she live. He probably gave her that car. Go on down there, get that car. I don't gave her a car. Go on, move, get out the way. And you're not gonna handle me like that. I'm gonna put all of this on you. So do this, punish her. They punished that girl. Allegedly, because we ain't even seen the girl finger. We ain't seen her finger. They said she got something on her finger. We ain't seen nothing. But y'all talk about, but they talk about, LAPD talked about P. Diddy, but they ain't even talking about this little boy. They ain't talking about David like they did P. Diddy. What's the difference between David and P. Diddy? They like to me, they don't want David, they wanted P. Diddy. Think about it, y'all. Think about it. These the same people that P Diddy deal with. But they don't want P Diddy. They wanted P Diddy, but they don't want David. They ain't telling nothing about David, but they told us everything about P Diddy. Now, what made David so different? He young and he's smart. P Diddy did enough money. Would they say Michael Jackson did? Their parents did allow him. They came on the city. Yeah. Not right. I agree with y'all. And what made me think somebody up mad at David? They still mad at David. If they pulling him, if he not, if LAPD have not, if LAPD if LAPD, the same folks who like P Diddy up, confirmed David wasn't being named as a suspect, why the heck did David cancel everything? Why David ain't still making no money? Why he cancel everything? Why he get an attorney? Why he get a lawyer? He ain't get no poor lawyer. He got the best lawyer. And then if y'all want to talk about ritual, David did one on the David did one at his show. David did the ritual right there in front of everybody's face, and they acting like they ain't see it. And he did that back in 22. Ooh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. What's up, Sizzle? Let me put my baby. Let me get my baby. Sizzle, when I give you your rent, you got to do right, man. Can't be playing. I ain't got time to be playing. What's up, Sizzle? Dizzle? Kizzle? What's up, Nikki? But you shouldn't be fooling for an age girl. Yeah, right. Need to be locked in up. David's supposed to be charged with a minor. David from not next door to P Diddy. I say this. They got to have something. Cause you all LAPD, I hope y'all listening. Y'all got to have something, and it ain't right for y'all to hold nothing back from us. Now I know y'all probably have been threat. Y'all probably have been threat behind this situation. D must be some big old people, but it can't be no bigger than P Diddy people. They can't be no bigger than P Diddy people. Let's keep it real, y'all. These folk can't be no. Y'all get them lights up. They can't be no bigger than P Diddy people. Y'all still ain't charged. See, I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on. Who is they? Oh Lord. You have to go back and look at this show, honey. Go back and look. You'll find out who David. Can't nobody sit here on live and talk to him and tell y'all about David, okay? Well, you have to go back. It's on my channel. There's a lot to be said about this case, baby. I can't sit here on the stool and tell you this up on the stone. But what my thing is with David is with P Diddy case. P Diddy wasn't. I'm gonna tell you what they doing. They trying to be careful. Somebody punish it. I'm gonna tell y'all something. When y'all punish P Diddy, they gonna have to be LAPD gonna be careful with the charges that they slapped David with, because they didn't slap P Diddy with these charges are underage kids. And y'all don't see witnesses, don't talk at David's at P. Diddy party. But a lot of people said they ain't seen no little children. There was some young children there. There was some young kids there at his party. They was in college. Shit, I wasn't but number 18 in college. Going on 19. I came out of college at 23. Those are legal age at 23, 22. And 18, I was old enough to be there. But I wasn't old enough to drink no alcohol. It's no way Celeste case supposed to be this quiet. It's no way that we're not supposed to know what David did. Unless I ain't no way in the world LAPD got to be involved. LAPD could be involved, y'all. Because the person who came and wrote that ticket, I got a question for you. The one who came and wrote that ticket out. On the 3rd, them people called and told you about that car. You came out there and ticketed that car. You ain't smell nothing. If the body been in that long, y'all had to smell something. Y'all smelled it on the 5th. Them people smelled it on the 5th. And then you came back out there and slept another ticket over there on the 5th. And had it towed out on the 8th, I think. I don't know where the way y'all had it towed out. Towed away. That's my speculation, allegation, whatever you want to call it. That's what I see, y'all. I just want to see that little girl get justice. I just want to see that little girl get justice. Because this ain't no joke. Was paid. You know what, Sizzle? See, that's where I'm at with this case. Wonder how many was forced or paid off. It's some money in this case. I know y'all trying to pretend like ain't no money in this case. It's some money in this case. Y'all remember when I first did this case, Shauna? And Shauna, you was sitting in the chat, you and Kay. When I first started doing the case, I told y'all, oh no, we need to go back up on the date. Because then somebody came, they started running over here in the chat. To me, no, don't go no further, don't go back. No, I took the case on further up the hill. Because that girl body being decomposed. And what tripped me out, I'm surprised that the mama didn't have a cremation. A decomposed body inside of a cask is kind of worrying me. If my daughter's body was decomposed, then I'm about to get her cremated. It's the cheapest route. But the thing was, that ain't the matter of fact of the cheapest route. Is the thing, is she decomposed? Why I'm gonna have a big old put her body in it? What I'm putting in the cask? If she was decomposed and her body was undetermined, what in the world inside the cask? That what you said, Kay, you would have been moving when I first did the case. Whoo! Out about that money, Shauna. I think so too. 2024. I think she been gone. But what's in the cask? What's inside the casket, y'all? Protect. Woo! Ooh. What I do with it? Let's see. It was like some insects, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me kill this thing. Oh yeah, ain't better on her own case. They been, boy, it's some money in that thing. Y'all remember with Tupac, it was money in his. It money in it's money on what's the name case too? P did a case. The cause of the death was undetermined so quick. They didn't even do Kanika Jenkins case like this. Oh, you so bad, Shama. I got a doctor. All right, then we about to go anyway. All right, y'all. This is y'all like, share, and subscribe. This is my theory. This is my speculation. This is my allegation, or whatever you want to call it. But I'm telling you, I think he sent her home in that car, not knowing that she was gonna be on the next street over. I'm out, y'all. Tell me what you think in the comment. Thanks for joining today.